Hey all, thanks for tuning in. This is the Whisker Wrangler with 7 Days to Die. And today we're going to do a quick walkthrough of just the initial 8 little basic survival guide missions that you get right in the beginning of the game, just to kind of get you acclimated and started off with some gear to set you on the right path. So right now I just popped into this world, and I am using the Novice Gain map, which is the pre-generated map that comes with 7 Days to Die. So you will see some structures and things like that that are well kept and meant to be there. I started right next to this house, so that's pretty convenient. We'll just kind of poke around a little bit. But our first mission is to gather plant fibers and craft a bedroll, and then place that bedroll. Luckily, we've started right next to a house, so the bedroll that we craft, we can place in that house, and that way we're sure that if we do die and we need to come back, we're going to be coming back in a safe spot, not out in the middle of a field somewhere, next to a zombie that's trying to share your bedroll. So right now we're just going to punch some plants, get some plant fibers. There we go, looks like I've got the 20 I need. And we'll pop into our crafting here, which is the square button, and go on up to the bedroll, and we'll craft that guy. So once that bed is finished, like I said, we'll go into the house here. Hopefully there are no zombies. Go upstairs. It looks clear, so we'll go ahead and pull up that bed that I just crafted. Use R2 to rotate. I'm going to set it just right here. Perfect. Now that completed our first basic survival. Let's see what the next one is. I'm going to craft a stone axe. So we're going to need more plant fibers. Oh, looks like I've got those. Gather some wood. Now, since I don't have an axe to chop wood down, I need to find some of these smaller tree-like... Ooh, that one's kind of tough, but I still get some wood from it. And just kind of punch on these small trees until you get enough to where you can craft your axe, which looks like I have now. It's fairly quick. Oh, but I will need 5 small stone, which can be found either, obviously by chipping off pieces of a larger stone, which I don't think we can do with our hands. That wouldn't feel so good. No. So we're going to look on the ground. There should be little small stone fragments on the ground that you can just kind of pick up. And that's your gateway into early stone collecting here. Like there's one. Use that sunlight to our advantage. Highlight the ground. I think I see one. That's wood. There we go. 2. There's got to be some stone around here somewhere. Ah. Alright, great. Let's get that axe crafted. Let's see, there it was on my... Alright, great. Number 2 out of 8 completed. We have our stone axe, which means we can finally do some damage and get some real crafting materials cut from these stones. But right now it wants me to craft a set of plant fiber armor, so that's to keep you protected from the weather and zombies alike. So we're going to knock down some more plants here. Get that fiber. Make sure we have some kind of protection. Alright, and we go into our menu here. we are looking for apparel. There we go. So from the top of the list down, we're going to look for pants, shirt, a hood, shoes, and then gloves. And so that'll give us our full attire set there as soon as it's finished crafting. As long as you press R3 on the item, it should auto-equip to your character. Save you the hassle of dragging back and forth. And it looks like 4 out of 8 is complete, so on to number 5 out of 8. Gonna craft a wooden club. So we're gonna need some more wood. It's kind of up to you at this point. You can craft, or no, I'm sorry, not craft, but chop down these smaller trees for wood if you like, or just if you've got your axe, go for a big one. You may not be able to fell it, but you can get a lot of wood out of it. So that's more than enough there. Let's go ahead and craft our wooden club. There we go. Great. Okay, and the club we'll use for, downing zombies. Headshots are nice with the club. You can use to kill wildlife as well. I think it's a little more effective than the stone axe. So that's the main point of that there. And now we're going to move on to bow and arrows. Obviously useful in a zombie situation. Let's see, we're going to need some feathers from a bird's nest that we can find on the ground. It's kind of like a little brown, round-shaped, typical bird's nest that you can search, and occasionally you'll find eggs, but right now we're looking for feathers from those nests. Which I think I see one right there. Perfect. Alright, so now we're going to craft a wooden bow and 2 arrows. The bow, and while the bow is finishing, let's go ahead and craft up, well, I may as well craft up all the arrows we can. We're going to use them for sure. Okay, great. Our bow is ready. So now, next we are going to start a base. So gather wood. Luckily I've already gathered enough from that tree I was chopping with my axe. And now it says we're going to craft frames, wooden frames, place them and upgrade them. So I'm going to go into my crafting here, find the wood frame, craft 3 of those guys. Whoop. Alright. So we're just going to place these down with the L2 button. I'm just going to stack them here for the sake of simplicity, and there we go. And the way to upgrade is to bring out your axe, and you're going to use the L2 button. You're going to want to hold it down. It's kind of like channeling, but he's going to be chopping. Every chop is 25%, and then you're done. There you go. And that's the basics of it. They can be upgraded further, like so. It just will require a lot more materials the higher up you want to go with that, and then further will require metals and things like that. But lastly, we need to build a campfire, so we're going to gather some more stone. Luckily we have a little axe this time. I see a zombie friend over there next to those rocks, so maybe we can take her out and get some stone there. Alright, and let's gather up some stone. We need 8 total for the campfire. Usually always just a little extra because I'm sure you're going to need it. And now we'll craft our campfire. Great. And I will take this campfire into the base here. And then we'll just kind of set it in the kitchen, or rather, living room, whatever this room would be. And voila, there we go. Basic survival, 8 out of 8.